You know what? Stop asking Black women to march if you won't ask us to strategize. Why? Because for three presidential elections in a row, over 90% of Black women voted for everyone's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's not a coincidence. That's not luck. That's discernment. That's wisdom. That's power literacy. That's pattern recognition. And when I look around and listen up, all I'm hearing is the call for Black women to put their bodies on the floor, to show up, to amplify, to mobilize. And that's important and it's good and we should. But I'm curious about something deeper. I'm curious about why no one is asking Black women, what did you know? What do you know? And when did you know it? Why didn't you fall for the rhetoric, the rope-a-dope, the okey doke, the banana in the tailpipe? What made you, Black women, 90% of you, say, oh, hell no? And for everyone else, why are you sidelining your clearest thinkers? Because when a group is that consistent, they are not emotional, they are not angry, they are analytical, they are strategists. And they should not be leveraged just as foot soldiers or mules or wet nurses. They need to be messaging architects. They need to be strategists. They need to be generals. And I think it's time that we acknowledge and lean into that. And I'm wondering, why isn't anyone asking that question? So I'm going to ask the question. Hey, Black women, what do you know? What did you see that others didn't see? Why didn't you fall for the banana in the tailpipe? Because foresight, discernment, analysis, and staying true to your analysis are all leadership skills. And I want that documented because success leaves clues, but we have to write it down. So put it in the comments. Tell me, what did you know? And why are you so fiercely loyal to everyone's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? America has many, many patterns, but the pattern I want to talk about today is that Black women are hyper visible as labor and invisible as authority. We're often called in to save democracy, but rarely called in to shape it. And I'm asking this with clarity, not anger. I'm just curious. I mean, if the most statistically consistent voting bloc against dehumanizing policies in this country is Black women, why aren't we being actively recruited into local and national level strategy, design, and messaging architecture meetings? What is the discomfort with that? Is it about fear of shifting influence? Is it about power? I don't understand it. What I do know is insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I also know that sustainable evolution is intelligence evolving when the evidence is clear. And the evidence is clear. You cannot keep sidelining your clearest thinkers. So be honest. Why the hesitation to fully center Black women as strategists and architects? As tacticians? What makes it hard to center Black women at the strategy table? I mean, don't we want to win? If you want to win in the future, you elevate foresight. And Black women have demonstrated political clarity at the highest rate in this country time and time again. That's leadership capital. So just imagine what would change if Black women were centered in the strategy, in the political design, in the policy making, in the narrative framing. What would change? What would change if we were seen as more than saviors and mascots, but as architects? Because when you consistently see 3 steps ahead of everyone else, you lead. When you see the storm before it hits, you design the shelters. You don't just hold the umbrellas. That's crazy. I mean, don't we want to win? I think those currently in power know. I think they want to win. And that's why publicly denigrating, financially destabilizing, and waging lawfare against Black women is a tactic they are using. So, if you believe the people who see the pattern should help design the strategy, then you're already part of the shift. Then you already know that sustainable evolution requires clear analysis and insight, not familiarity, not the devil you know.